I think today's title is going to be Back to the Drawing Board. So I took some time to heal both internally, mentally, and externally. I started that paleo update. I was doing really good, and I ended up I hurt my neck, and then I was having trouble getting energy, quite frankly, from some of the paleo food. I couldn't get enough energy, I felt, to have a good workout, and I think that I overstrained. So my lesson was not to quit, but maybe to change it more right for my body. So what I'm doing is I took my paleo deadline from June 11th, which is what would have been to compete in CrossFit, and I took it out until August. And I incorporated it with some different kind of running training and had a trainer help me with that part. So in addition to what I started with paleo, I went to Fit Blogging, and New Balance had Holly Perkins there, who's a nutrition expert, and she's also a New Balance ambassador. And she did this part of the talk that was really fascinating to me. She talked about cortisol and how long, slow, for a long time training, excuse me, wrong pack, actually increases the cortisol in your body, which increases your belly fat. And I started thinking about all the running I've been doing and how I really still did have that layer, which is why I went to paleo. And it made sense to me. And she started talking about HIIT training and interval training and how that actually helps her train for her long runs because of her cardiovascular pace, and it also helps with her distance, because she'll do intervals, you know, up to like 6 miles, and then she knows she has the legs for it. So it's a different way to train. So I started thinking about that and what I was trying to do with the paleo challenge and doing the push-ups. I worked with the trainer and we came up with a new plan that takes me into the beginning of August. And my first rock and roll half is Chicago on August 14th, and kind of hits two birds with one stone. So I started over at my 5 sets of 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 squats, and started there with the bands here and just gave myself more time to recover. I did notice with paleo, I was low on energy, but it seemed like my recovery was just slow because I was hitting the same muscle too much, and I didn't really have the lats. So we've done 2 weeks of the 5. Next week I'm moving to 6 sets, and I feel much better because I'm not so wrecked. Then on top of that, for my off days, I'm going to be running intervals. So I'm going to start with 30 seconds hard, 30 seconds soft. And what I'm really having trouble with running is finding a new pace. I had like one pace before, it was turtle. And then I come to the CrossFit thing, and you know, it's really more of a sprint when we were training for, and we still are, you know, a half mile at the beginning, then I do all those exercises, and a half mile at the end. That's more of a sprint. So it takes me from like a 10:30 mile to like a 8-minute mile. I have nothing in between those two speeds. So these intervals will kind of do that. I'll do 30 seconds hard, 30 seconds slow. And I think that will do 2 things. One, it'll help my cardio side for doing the challenge with my push-ups and pull-ups and keeping that threshold for the lactic acid, while I think it also might make me faster in my runs for just being able to I don't know, I guess run a little faster for a longer term. So that's what I'm going to be trying. At first I was a little nervous to get up in front of the video and say that I'd quit paleo and I quit the challenge, and I kind of thought about it through Fit Blogging and talking to people about it. I'm like, I didn't quit, I just adjusted. And pretty much that's what I've always done when I try something. I try it and then I adjust it to how it fits to me. And so for paleo, I really have cut the sugar out of the coffee. And I'm starting to choose certain paleo meals versus have to feel like I eat them. So like if I have eggs for breakfast with some turkey bacon, I might have 1 piece of toast. Or, you know, when we go to breakfast, I won't order the hash browns, I'll order fruit instead. So it's like I'm making some of these choices now without feeling forced. It's just a total different mindset. And I'm huge on mindset, and I think that the thought you have actually feeds your body as well. So when you dread it and it's horrible, and you know, it's just, I think you're putting bad stuff in your body while you're trying to do something good. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So on the paleo side, I'm still looking at some new recipes. I haven't tried anything yet this week, so I'm hoping to get those little cookies that I had, and then I want to try their little enchiladas. So that might be my challenge for the weekend. Fit blogging was awesome. I think that was my first blogging conference ever, and it was just so unreal. It felt a little cliquey at first, I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of these people I'd been to them before, a lot of people I'd met in real life, and I had not met anyone. In fact, I think I only knew like 4 or 5 people that I'd actually tweeted with that I knew were gonna be there, and so a little apprehensive, but it was phenomenal. The people I met, it's like it makes Twitter a totally different relationship. It makes how I read the tweets different. It makes how I read blogs different. I'm totally energized to read blogs. I kind of go on this ebb and flow of them, and so it's kind of neat to kind of listen to them and get to know them on their blog now that I've met them in person. So anyway, I just wanted to give an update of where I am on adjusting the paleo and the challenge. And with running, I'm actually going to get ready to go out for a run right now, and I just wanted to check this off my list for the day. So I will catch up later in the week and talk about some of the cool things I learned at Fit Blogging, to include I have to have this trampoline and the Oogie Ball. I think those are probably my top 2. Just wow! Oh, and Dr. Prager's had some black bean burgers that I think are very paleo friendly that I'm planning on trying to hunt down too. So I will hit you back later this week and let you know some of those new fun things that we found out at the conference.